one is the Polished Curls 1.25 barrel. It looks like this. It looks like the other one that I have, but the only difference is that there's a clamp. Sorry. So the only difference is that this one has a clamp on it. And even though it says polished, you can do so much with this guy. And there is a technique that I do like to use. So let me go ahead and remove this one. Sorry, it's still a little hot, so like I said before, these barrels are really good for beachy waves, and this guy is good for more polished, cleaner, defined curls. But there is a technique that I love to do with this guy that also gives you some really nice natural looking curls. But I just turn this on and it heats up within like 15 to 30 seconds. But I can show you how many different hairstyles that you can use with this. So right now, you know how like the 90s blowout hairstyle is so popular now. So that one just basically looks like the ends of your hair are curled in, kind of like a Jennifer Aniston type of look. So you can actually do that with this. You can fake it. So typically people use a round brush with that and a hair dryer, but sometimes you just don't have the time. So what I like to do with this guy is I will take a piece from here and I will just drag the hair down and curl the ends inside like this. As you can see, it gives you those, like that blowout look. So you don't actually need a hair dryer and a round brush. And the reason why I like this method so much is because it's super fast. And also, I am not that hand-eye coordinated to work a brush and a hair dryer and do that all at the same time. So it's a lot for me. So this one is super nice and easy. So I just take about this much hair and then I will start maybe somewhere in the middle, drag it down slowly until I reach the ends. And you can hold it at the ends a little bit longer because you do want to get that curl more defined. And voila. And then if I do my whole entire hair, it'll give you that nice like 90s blowout look. So that's one way that you can use this barrel. Another way you can use the barrel is actually doing the polished curl, which I will show you right now. So the polished curl is perfect if you want that perfect curly hair look rather than doing like a messy beachy wave. So I just like to take my wand somewhere in the middle and curl upwards, and then I'll drag it down and then just keep going up, and I'll hold it there for a good like 5-7 seconds, and then like I said, I will release the curl and then I'll actually hold it up because it holds the curl so much better. So another thing that I want to mention is I have really long hair and it's super heavy. So when I curl my hair, it doesn't last that long, which is the one reason why I like to hold the curl right when I take it off of the barrel, because it gives me a defined curl and it helps last so much longer. Okay, and there you go. You have a perfect curl right there. It's nice and tight and it's super bouncy. So that is the second way that I like to use this barrel. And then the third way I will go ahead and show you is a very tight wave. I don't know, it makes it look super natural. It's not like too big, it's not, but there is a method to it, and it does take a while to understand. So what I like to do, let me turn the heat down just because I am going a little slower, so I don't want it to be too high and I don't want it to burn my hair. But so I take about this much hair and I will curl away from my face, but I will put the clamp somewhere in the middle. I'll twist up and leave it there. And then I will pull the hair down, twist up again. But this time, before I release it and go down more, I will release the curl and I will twist it and go up again. And then I will pull gently. So as you can see, it's a super tight curl. But when I do my whole entire hair, it actually ends up looking like waves. And I do like to alternate. So this one was going away from my face, and then the next strand I will probably go towards my face because it gives it like a natural looking beach wave. So let me try again, but this time I will go towards my face. So I take the hair, curl a little bit, and then pull it out, but curl again, and hold it there for a few seconds, and then pull it, and then it creates that tight wave. And then eventually when I do my whole entire hair, it does look like a very natural beach wave, but the waves are much tighter compared to using these types of barrels. So that one took me a while to really understand because I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do that hairstyle because I do like the way that it looks. The waves are much tighter, but it does look more natural and it looks as if you didn't try that hard. So that's the method that I do like to use, and it actually is a lot faster because of the fact that you only need one hand really to do this or to hold, because when you do this you can just, you know, just keep going and then you pull, whereas for these guys you do need to you need to use two hands to basically like keep the hair curled and then you release it. But these are great too. It just depends on where you're going, what the event is. So this polished curling barrel is my absolute favorite just because of how many different types of hairstyles you can do with it. So like I said, you can do the 90s kind of blowout, or you can do the more polished curl, which is, you know, giving you those perfect curls, or you can also do the method that I just showed you where it gives you the beach waves where the curls are more natural but tighter looking. So after that, I just go ahead and section off my hair again. And once I am finished with doing my whole entire head, I do like to use a flexible hairspray. And then the curls like usually last me a good like 3 days, but if I really need to touch up, then I just go back in with my paddle brush, and it's really nice and smooth through my hair. Even though I do have like hairspray, it doesn't tug or pull that much, so I will just comb through that and then use my T3 curling wand again, and I'll just like usually just retouch the top part just because that's the part that people typically see. People don't usually like look under your hair or anything like that. So that is something that I like to do. So this guy shuts off super duper fast. I just wanted to show you again. I just realized that I didn't demonstrate these other ones, which are super easy to use too. So I will go ahead and show you this guy. This one is the one that tapers up. So you just insert it through here, make sure it's unlocked, and then just, there's a switch back here where you just lock it in. Let me show you. Okay. And then just turn it on. And I found that this type of curling wand is super safe on your hair. It does not damage it in any way, which is something that I love because I do style my hair very often. I thought it was super important to invest in tools that were safe or not as damaging as like the other ones. And I know that when I was first purchasing it, I was like, wow, that seems like it's a lot. But it's a really great investment because of the fact of how much I style my hair. So, and I do like to keep my hair pretty long, which is why I thought it was important to get styling tools that weren't too harsh on my hair. So this guy's already hot. And like I said, I do like to curl away from my hair. So this time, the barrel, the way that it's positioned, it will give you looser curls up at the base and tighter as you go down. Okay, so that one you just hold for 5 to 8 seconds, and then there it is. So as you can see, each barrel is so different. This one obviously looser curls at the base and then tighter at the end. And after I'm done with my whole entire hair, I do like to just like brush through the curls because it looks a little like too polished, I guess, at the very end. So also brushing through it will also give you more dimension and more volume. So I just shut this guy off, and that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing my whole entire hair. I'm not really sure which barrel to use it because, like I said, I love all the barrels, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.